here we're given a single point on a function f. We are going to find a point on the function g, which is a transformation on f given by the following rule that g is simply 3 times f of x. So -3, -2 was my given point on the function f. We need to find a point on g where the definition of g is simply 3 times f of x. First off, realize that the x value is not changed. So one way to explain this transformation is just to show how a general point xy on f gets transformed into a new point on g, and so far I know that I am to leave the x-coordinate alone. So for my case, my new point will have an x value of -3. So what this notation is saying is that the output of g, that's what this notation is equal to 3 times this expression, which represents the output of f. So the other way to think about it is the output of g, which would be the second coordinate of the point, is equal to 3 times the output of f, which is the y value of the original point. So this and this, even though they're two different ways of explaining it, are really one and the same. It says we're leaving the input alone, indicated by the fact that the input variable in both cases is just x, and that the new output will be 3 times the original output. So this is very simple. I take the point that was given, I leave the x value alone, I simply multiply its output by 3. -2 is the output of f, I multiply it by 3 to get -6. So my new point will be -3, -6 right here. So going back to the original problem, I am to plot both points, meaning -3, -2, the one that was given to me, and the new point, which was, I've forgotten it already, but it's so simple to get. I leave the x value alone, multiply the y value by 3, that would be -3, -6, so that's this one. And I plot -3, -6 along with the original one. Submit my answer, just to make sure that I get a green check mark for both the multiple choice and here again for my graph.